Welcome back to another episode of Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. This episode is the Villest slash Elevators Part 3. And I will be reading the interview of the Budtender of the Month for the April issue of Leaf magazine. I was just flipping through the book. I was so excited. I'm just, trying to preview that job. Boom! Land right on Budtender of the Month. Rakia Thompson. Listen, Rakia looked fly as shit in there. Like, as soon as I seen her, I was like, young! Oh my gosh, like, I could see her personality. I knew she was cool as shit. I mean, her motherfucking outfit. She had the plain Jane, like, just, I don't know. I was just so excited. As soon as I seen her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this for Elevators Part 3. This is a little bit about Rakia, then we'll get to the interview part. Rakia Thompson was born and raised in Baltimore. She has been a massage therapist for 17 years, and for the last 6 years, she has run her own practice, Touch Massage, in Catonsville. Her goal has always been to help people both physically and mentally. As a student of behavioral science, her interest eventually led her to cannabis and other natural remedies. Being in the industry for over 2 years, Thompson is making her mark and planning for longevity in manufacturing or growth facility. All right, there's her 5 questions. Question number 1. How has your deep understanding of the human body influenced the way you approach cannabis as a medical tool? Rakia said, learning how to use cannabinoids from different things has made such an impact on how I use my knowledge. As a student of all things human, I'm constantly learning new things and figure out what I need to be at my best. Timing and dosage are very important in how well something will work for you, so I try to bring my knowledge to the cannabis world every day. Question 2. You're planning for longevity in the manufacturing or growing space. What draws you to the back of house production side versus the patient facing retail side? Rakia said, as much as I do love the retail side as a people person, there is something therapeutic about being around plants. I have my own plants, but I would love to get involved with growing on a much larger scale. Even just packaging is very fulfilling for me. And I'm a Virgo, so it helps my accuracy. Look at that. See, I just knew, like, as soon as I flipped on this page, I just knew it was something about Miss Ricky. Question 3. What skills from running your own massage practice for 6 years are you finding most transferable to a manufacturing or cultivation environment? Rakia said, business is business and the output is going to directly reflect how much work you put in. I hold myself to a certain level of responsibility that you need if you're going to operate in those spaces. I treat every day at work as if I'm working on something I own, and that mindset is what makes me successful. Question 4. Do you see a future where cannabis and massage therapy are more formally integrated, and how do you see yourself leading that charge? Rakia said, oh yeah, in my massage practice I offer CBD treatments, but I would love to be able to offer my clients THC products. We aren't quite there yet, but advocating for it and being ready for it to happen is exciting. I use CBD infused bath salts and soak hot towels in them for my clients, and it works really well. But THC products would take it a step further. In a perfect world, I would formulate my own Epsom salt to soak the towels in. Question 5. What would you say to other wellness professionals who are curious about entering the cannabis industry but aren't sure where they fit in? Rakia said, the first thing to think about is what is drawing you in and what your goals are in the industry. Everyone gets in the industry for different reasons, but setting goals keeps you going in the process of a long-term career. We're at a place with cannabis where people are starting to recognize it as a preventative medicine versus a luxury or recreational product. Let's just give it up for the kid. A round of applause. She just fly. I don't know, man. Just something about seeing her picture like fly. I was just so excited. So Rakia works at Trilogy Wellness in Ellicott City. Yeah, I don't see any of her social medias up here. Maybe that was for Good Metro. I don't really know. But I was really excited. I really liked that interview. I don't know. I might even have to take a trip out there just to congratulate her. I don't know. Go ahead and add the glass issue to your collection. Hope y'all out there doing well. Maybe you got something from it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you'll be back next week. Maybe you won't. Where we hone in specifically on the purpose of our use for marijuana. Either way, this has been Growth Through Ganja. Smoke with me, Miss Pearl.